All right. Well, first of all, uh, tell me a little bit about jazz at Lincoln Center Orchestra. What is its purpose? What is the orchestra trying to do?
Well, the orchestra has 15 members. Everybody's solos in the band. We have 10 arrangers. We do a range of education when we go on the road, everything from master classes to jazz for young people, which is kind of big concerts based on Leonard Bernstein's jazz for young people. I mean, Leonard Bernstein's Young People's Concert years ago used as an analogy to teach the principles of our music. We put together shows in a week. We're playing a band. This time is really on a very, very high level, and we've collaborated with many, many organizations and institutions, everything from Yakub Adi and Odada playing kind of Ghanaian music to Paco de Lucia and Chano Dominguez and flamenco musicians to work with the Museum of Modern Art on a piece that Ted Nash wrote called A Portrait in Seven Shades. And really, the band is very productive.
Mm-hmm. Tell me a little more about the educational aspect too, please.
Well, we teach master classes and we do things at sound checks. Kids always come, always members of the band are staying after, talking to people, doing what they can to illuminate things about the music. We have a couple of people who are heads of jazz departments. Victor Goins runs the jazz department at Northwestern University, and Vincent Gardner is a great historian, teaches our Jazz Lincoln Center Youth Orchestra. He's the historian of the band. And really all the members have a spate of private teachers. The Jazz Lincoln Center, the institution, has 12 education programs. So Jazz Lincoln Center has 12 education programs. And we say kids of all ages, everything from bebop for little kids to concerts for adults. And the orchestra members participate in all of that. Essentially, Ellington, our high school jazz band festival, the competition. Members of our band go out around the country for finalist bands. We're in our 21st year of that, bringing Duke Ellington's music to high school students.
21 years, really? Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, 21 years we've been doing it. We have so many fantastic students that have passed through that program. A lot of the greatest younger people playing jazz right now were essentially Ellington participants. It's really a long list of them. And it's a fantastic program. The kids come to New York when they get in the finals, and we teach them, and there's tremendous spirit in that program. Everybody roots for everybody. It's been an uplifting moment in my life actually doing this festival.
Yeah, I'm sure that would be. There have been some Massachusetts schools that have done well in that essentially Ellington program over the years too.
Right, and even if you don't place in the finals, we still get your resources. We get scores. We have regional festivals now, and it's more a way of life. Duke Ellington's music has so much life, so much of democracy, and the best of our way of living, that it teaches kids so much more than just something about the instrument and playing.
Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit about Blue Engine Records.
Oh, it's our new record label. We have an archive of about 80 records that we're going to get out, and we also have a living archive. We do, like, we just recently did a show with Wayne Shorter that was fantastic.
Right.
We have these 10 arrangers, and we can put together so many different kinds of music, and we also have every kind of concert, from a great Betty Carter concert to concerts with John Lewis, Jonathan Batiste. We have a concert with him. We have a mass, Abyssinian mass. So far, we've put out 3 recordings. We put out Live in Cuba, which was well received. Carlos Enriquez, our bassist, who ironically was a participant in the very first, essentially, Ellington.
Oh, is that right? Really?
Yeah, he was a senior in high school first year at LaGuardia High School. He put out a record called The Bronx Pyramid, and he's been our bassist for I don't know how many years, but he also was our music director for our trip to Cuba a few years ago. And now we have Big Band Holiday coming out, which is the record, the Christmas holiday music, which is what we're going to be playing when we come to town.
Right. Uh-huh.
And our next record is a electronic record we're proud of, Jonathan Batiste.
Electronic record? Is that what you said?
Yeah, just electronic, yeah. We're just putting out electronic with it. Fantastic. Jonathan Batiste playing all kinds of piano on John Lewis's music. I only wish Mr. Lewis was alive to hear the record and see how much John did with his music. And then we're going to put out a mask that I wrote for the Abyssinian Baptist Church's 200th anniversary.
So that's the thing you toured with last year? Is that?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Wow. And what is the electronic thing? What do you mean by electronic music?
Well, we just put it out electronically. It doesn't have like a package.
You mean it's a digital release?
Right, digital release.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant he was playing synthesizers and.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, we're clear on what we're doing. There's so many different kinds of music in the world. We try to keep our focus really on the type of jazz that we play.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Last night I played Carlos's. In fact, I played the Bronx Pyramid itself on the air last night, and I played Sanctified?
The Sanctified Blues, yeah.
Right, the night before on the air too, as a matter of fact.
Man, thank you very much.
Oh, sure. It's good music. What's interesting though is you've got the Live in Cuba didn't come out that long ago, and now the Holiday recording. What's the exact title of that CD?
Big Band Holiday.
Yeah, they're coming out so fast, so quickly, right after the other.
But we have 80 to 100 to get out.
My goodness.
We have 80 to 100 to get out, and we also don't consider the albums to be just purely commercial products. They're like a living archive of our institution, and we're a mission-based institution. So we feel that people can participate and help us in any level of participation at any time. So you might like Betty Carter's music. You might want to support the institution. We look at our archive as a way to get support for the institution. Because the institution doesn't make money so much. Whatever it gets goes in the education program, puts things in the reserves to do other things to expand the mission of the institution. It's very much a nonprofit social help organization.
Right.
Social profit. We're dedicated to social profit. So, we don't have if the records sell a lot or none. None of us individually profit anymore, but we do get a chance to put up a regional, essentially Ellington, in New Mexico or in California, or we get jazz in the schools in Detroit, or we get to start an initiative in Australia. We get to open a club somewhere and give jazz musicians other venues to work in so they can fly their craft. And we support younger musicians or senior musicians in another way,
Tell me something about the Coltrane project that you've done, big band arrangements of John Coltrane's music.
Well, we did an arrangement of A Love Supreme. I did an arrangement of Love Supreme. It was really one of the first arrangements that I did to try to combine the earlier way of writing music and using the music of John Coltrane, like the way Duke Ellington and the arrangers of the earlier period used Louis Armstrong's concept of playing. So we have a fantastic arrangement that we do of A Love Supreme. And we've done many Coltrane shows down through the years, all of which, for some reason, ironically, even though you figure it'd be Duke Ellington, I would be Count Basie or something, the most popular shows we've done has been Coltrane shows.
Really?
And I don't know why the radio show we did. I did a radio show a while ago when Elvin was still alive with Elvin and McCoy, and Reginald Beale was playing bass. And I went out as a quartet with Elvin and McCoy a couple of times playing Trane's music. And we have arrangements of a lot of Trane's music, everything from Giant Steps to Africa to Old Lane. A lot of...
Really? Uh-huh.
Matter of fact, I'm going to see if we can pick up an extra little young bass player in Boston. There's a great little young bass player there that we're going to try to see if we pick him up so we can play some of Trane's music with two basses.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's something. That's something to hear that how popular that music has been received, how well it's been received.
I mean, it's interesting. It's going back years.
Right.
When we put on a Coltrane show, for some reason his fans, people who like his music, Trane is not there. It's kind of hard to keep musicians like John Coltrane, Miles, people whose music is so much, their personality is so central to it, and no one can imitate them. Nothing is really close to them.
Right. But why would you want to imitate them? They made their statement, and now you can show that you may have been influenced in some way by them, but we've had Coltrane. You don't need to be another Coltrane.
But the interesting thing is that people who are fans of Coltrane, they like his sound.
Uh-huh.
So some people, when their sound is the basis for their music, just because you play a song of theirs, we play around with a Love Supreme. Without Coltrane,
Right.
it's kind of like Louis Armstrong. Duke Ellington's music, because so much of it is written, is easier to recreate and play his music. It's written down. Whereas with Louis Armstrong, it's all him.
Right.
So once you take him out of it, it's just somebody else doing When You're Smiling, or someone else doing
Right.
What a Wonderful World.
Right. Tell me something about your big band. What is it called? Big Band Holidays project.
Big Band Holidays.
Right.
Yeah, great swinging record with great vocalists on it. Cecile McLaurin Salvant, of course, she's genius. She what she is.
Right. Yeah.
Gregory Porter. Singing and doing this thing. Renee Marie, That You Santa Claus. Skip, good arrangers. Victor Goins did a lot of the arrangements. He's also a fantastic arranger, as well as great New Orleans Creole clarinetist, tenor saxophone, unbelievable educator. It's a chance to showcase his arranging talent on this record.
Now, those vocalists are not making the tour with you, however, though. So you do have some vocalists, but not those vocalists.
Yeah, we do, but it's not them.
Right.
Walter Blanding, Denzal Sinclaire is singing with us, and Walter Blanding, our great tenor saxophonist, his mother is also a jazz musician, Audrey Shakir. She's singing with us. She's unbelievable bebop, queen of the bebop singers, man.
Oh, is that right?
No, she's not a joke.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you, she's for real. When every time we play in Atlanta, she comes up and sings with us, and the people go crazy. I mean, she sings with so much force and power.
But that's great. That's great. Now, has she been performing regularly, and then just us folks up here in the North haven't heard of her?
Yeah, she's kind of like how my father was in New Orleans. You know what I mean? People would know of him, but if you didn't really know him, you didn't know him.
Right.
But when you encountered him, you'd be like, damn, this guy can play.
Right.
She's like that. She is real.
How's your father doing? He just had a birthday too.
Yeah, oh man, thank you for remembering that. He's doing good. I talked to him yesterday. I just spoke to him. He's doing good.
That's good. Yeah. Do you guys? I know you got together with your brothers and have made a couple recordings together. Anything else planned with the Marsalis brothers?
No, I don't see it so much.
I
think Victor Goins wrote a concerto for my brother Bramford, and Bramford played it. We're gonna put that out on Blue Engine. But we don't really, as a family, my father's not really. We mainly do it if he wants to do it. He says he wants to do it, and we do it. But he has an intimate if he's interested in doing that.
Okay, yeah. It was an interesting combination. Just the fact hearing a family that could play together and make good music. You know, I talked to Jimmy Heath, and he hinted about conflicts in musical ideas between him and Percy, which surprised me. But he said that Percy was gone in this direction, and I was trying to go in another direction, and so we had to, there was a little friction in us playing together too. So it's interesting. You guys have been able to play together.
Well, I mean, it's just because we have the same dysfunction. Any large family.
Cain and Abel, right?
We have the same kind of dysfunction, and we have all the things that you would equate with a family first. And we have a larger family of boys and all the competition, all the kind of small-mindedness that comes with that.
Right.
But the interesting thing for us was when we actually all came together to play together, the tours we went on, we actually didn't have any problem. It was actually much better than we thought. We all said, damn, this was much better than we thought it would be. And it's because it is actually kind of interesting even for us to be on the bandstand, but that many people can play from the same family.
Right, yeah. Of course, that's not unusual in New Orleans. They do have those musical families and have had for a century at least in New Orleans.
We do. We have a lot of families play. But for us, it's kind of unusual, especially when you add Jason to it. Me, Bramford, Jason, and my father, like kind of that many who play that type of language. Many musical families don't really play jazz, like the style of jazz that we play.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And Delphia, I mean, it was an interesting thing for us when we first went on the family tour, because we all thinking now we're gonna come out here with all this family dysfunction, but it really wasn't like that.
Right. That's great.